In this video, I'm going to be going through the Lightyear investment app, which is a new investment app available in the UK. So the difference between Lightyear and other companies such as Free Trade Trading 212 is that Lightyear charges very low fees. So it has a 0.35% FX fee, which is unavoidable, I guess, and they claim to have absolutely no commissions on anything else, and they also offer fractional shares so you can start investing with as little as £1. If you want to sign up to Lightyear and get a free $10 like I did, use the code in the description down below. I don't get anything from this, it's literally another YouTuber's code. I'll also mention them in the description because I don't actually know them, and if they decide they don't want the code there, then I will delete it afterwards. So logging into the Lightyear app, we can see that we are presented by the usual portfolio graph. So as usual, we have day, week, month, year to date, year, and max. And one cool thing is the animations. So if I click on it, I can drag around this little circle and it tells me the fluctuations in my portfolio value. Here we have the value of my current investments and also the amount of cash we have left here. Now the thing about Lightyear which is different is that you can hold different currencies. So you can hold the dollar, you can hold the euro, or you can hold the pound. And this is especially beneficial in today's economy where the pound is crashing, the euro is not doing well, and the dollar is doing really well. So if you feel like you want to keep the currency in dollars, you can do that for the time being, and that might actually lead you to have better investments overall. Just remember, this video is not financial advice, so it's up to you to do your own research and to manage your own currency, I guess. So overall, the app is pretty basic and quite easy to use in my opinion. The graphics are very nice and it feels quite polished. So we have only 3 buttons at the bottom. We have the magnifying glass, which lets you explore the different stock options. So another thing about Lightyear is the fact that it is heavily based on US stocks. So as you can see, we only have 57 UK stocks, 81 European stocks, 66 Chinese stocks, and the rest are US stocks. So they have over 2,300 US stocks. So if you're someone from the UK, this is probably one of the best apps to use for the amount of selection that you get of US stocks. They also have an investment calendar, which looks like a premium feature. This allows you to stay on top of significant effects. So some sort of paid calendar where they tell you big events that might have an effect on your investments. So we're back to the main screen, which we looked at our portfolio, but if we swipe upwards, we can see our investments. So I actually bought with my free $10 the S&P Global, so we can go into that. We can also see the graph of the value of the company throughout certain time periods, such as day to max. So markets are currently closed right now, and in 2 minutes they'll open. So we can actually press there and we can see that it's opening in 1 minute. So if we press this button over here, which looks like a shuffle icon on an iPod, we can see our cash balance. So I have £1 in Great British Pounds, and this I deposited from my account, which was very easy to do. I have nothing in euros or dollars. So as you can see, my activities are £1 deposited from my bank. I got a $10 reward for using that code that I'm going to put in the link in the description down below, which is not mine, by the way. And then I bought $10 worth of shares in the S&P Global. So that basically gave me 0.031 shares in the S&P Global. This was done on the 4th of October, and you can see all this information here. So there's not much else to see on the screen, and like I said, this app is pretty basic, which could be a good thing or a bad thing depending on what kind of investor you are. So right now the markets have just opened, so let's put in £1 into a US stock and see how easy it is to do that. So click on the magnifying glass, we can explore different stock options, we can see what's popular this week. So 50 items here that are popular this week, and it's funny because everything is actually gone down here. We can also go to the collection, so recently added, cleanup, so that's green companies, pharmaceutical companies, finance companies, most active, transport. There's a whole lot of options here to click on these tags, and they would get you to these themed options. So if you click on dividend yield, for example, we can go through a bunch of companies. So if I go to Starbucks by random, we can see the price movement of this company throughout many different time periods. So if I go to max, it goes all the way back to 2017. For some reason 2017 is very common for all these apps. I'm not sure why, maybe someone does, and they can tell me in the comments down below. We also have the vital metrics at a glance, so market cap, the price to earnings ratio, the earnings per share, beta, which I'm not too sure what it is, but it's the metric that compares the stock price's movements relative to the overall market. Okay, the dividend rate and the dividend yield. So this company has a dividend yield of 34%, which sounds to me like it's a dividend trap, so I'm going to avoid that. But in addition to that, they have analyst ratings, which is quite common in all these different apps. So 88% of these analysts are saying buy. We also have analyst price targets, which is a projection of the stock's future prices based on what analysts are saying. We also have a premium locked feature here, which gives you access to more statistics such as the financial performance and the earnings. We also have a news bit here and about the company. So overall, there is a lot of information on a stock, even a stock as random as Starbucks, which sounds to me like it's random. I haven't heard it before, but it could easily be a big company. There is a lot of information when actually investing into companies compared to something like free trade, which is very basic optimistic in terms of analyst information, in terms of further news. I would say already this has proved to be a lot more thorough in terms of in-depth analysis. So let's actually invest £1 into something, and of course you should do your own research before investing into any company. If we click onto US, we can see all the big companies, and right now I actually want to invest in Twitter, for example. Let's invest in Twitter because of the whole news that Elon Musk is going to buy Twitter very soon. So let's see if we can actually search for Twitter in the search bar. So TW, here we are. Twitter, we can see the price movement, we can see the earnings per share. The price to earnings ratio is not available at the moment. 91% are saying hold. Anyway, let's forget all this and let's just try to buy it. So we can press buy. So as you saw in my wallet, I have £1, which equates to $1.13. And the good thing about Lightyear is that they charge you exactly the bank rate that is going right now. So if you check on Google, that's exactly the same rate as there, but they will charge you 0.35 FX fee. So let's press £1.13. That will give me 0.02 shares in Twitter, and we press preview buy. So as you can see, there's a $0 trading fee and there's a £0 fee in the currency conversion, which is probably less than 1 cent, so it rounded down to 0. We can press confirm, and right there, buy order complete. So it's very, very fast to execute, unlike some other companies out there which might take a bit longer. So if I go back into the home screen, we can see that I have 2 investments, so one in S&P Global and one in Twitter, and right now you can see it's gone up by 0.01%, which is a minor fluctuation, and we can expect all sorts of fluctuations when we buy a stock. So that was my first look into the Lightyear investment app available in the UK. Make sure to check out the links in the description box down below for offers to many different investment apps, including Trading 212. If you use my link as opposed to just signing up online, you will get a special bonus in terms of money, and I will get something back too. Make sure to check out some of my other videos, and I will see you in the next video.